We're in England today. Not literally, that would be outrageous. But we are looking at an English whiskey today. Have I done English whiskey before? Why do I get the feeling this is the first time I've covered English whiskey? That's nuts. How's that happened? You're English, John. Don't say that out loud here, John. This is Cotswolds. Hello everyone, welcome to John Drinks channel where I have John have a drink. Introductions, man. This is from Cotswolds. Gonna pour myself a little glug there. Gonna pop it there. Don't know if based on how I've set this up you can see that, because there's a lot of space over here, isn't there? There's not so much over, fuck it, it's fine. Cotswolds. I have followed them in the past with their gin output. Back when I've done gin programs for other pubs, Cotswolds was one that I made sure to put on there because it's really good. A little bit floral, a little bit of lavender in there. It louches when you add tonic or water because they don't filter it, which is great. And likewise, same practice with their whiskey. They don't chill filter it, they don't colour it. People really like Cotswolds output. It is readily available, accessible, affordable, and good. So I'm told. I don't know. I've tried the gins. Gins are amazing. I have little difficulty in believing this is going to be good. Watch me fucking hate it now that I've set that up. So stay tuned because the answer might surprise you. Me too, because I can't see into the future. Because if I could, then I'd buy a lottery ticket. Cotswolds, what do we know about them? There's literature on here. I actually have a miniature. Like, you know, not a sample miniature, an actual miniature from a bottling. So it says on this little wonky thing, rich and fruity, the first single malt whiskey ever distilled in the Cotswolds, made from 100% flour malted local barley. And aged in premium first fill bourbon and ex-red wine casks. For a balance of elegance and richness, in italics, with wonderful fruit character. I love a wonderful fruit character. Okay, cool. So, can we balance that there? Can you see that? I've not thought this through. That is so precarious. I love it. Right, cool. Let's see what we're dealing with. We're dealing with quite young whiskey. I think 5 years old. I think there's going to be people correcting me down in the comments. If you know things about this distillery, if you like it, or you dislike it, or you live in the Cotswolds, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. What's the Cotswolds like? Any nice coffee shops? Also, if you're new here, consider subscribing. There's like a red button that says subscribe. You should press it and see what wonderful things happen. Wonderful, wonderful things. Maybe if I just promise to, like, post a picture of the cat every day, would that increase the subscriber count? We're about to find out. Thumb this video if you want me to post pictures of the Mo every day. Because I will. So, ooh, interesting. Ooh, matron. What are you? It's like brown bread. Is that weird? It's like generic, like, I was going to give a brand then, but they're all kind of the same. You know, sliced brown bread. You know, not like seeds or any of that kind of nonsense. Just brown bread. It's a little fruity. Kind of like a raspberry jam kind of a sweetness. It's delicate. It's not giving much up, if I'm completely honest. It's a little bit tight. I can detect it's a little bit spirituous. There's a little bit of like a peppery spice on the nose. But other than that, it's very closed. Very close. Did we mention it's 46%? So that's fun. So, you know, it's a box ticker, this one, if nothing else. All right, let's give it a go. Let's taste it. Maybe that'll help. That's interesting. Fudge, not caramel, fudge. It's more buttery. There is a hint of like vanilla cream, like in a pink wafer, that kind of like vanilla filling that's in it. Super subtle and soft. Ooh. It's quite heavy on the spice. It's quite peppery, like cracked black pepper. And then it kind of just fades. It doesn't have a huge amount going on, if I'm honest. Okay, I don't want to say it's flavourless, but I'm struggling a little bit with that, so I'm going to stick a bit of water in. See if it opens it up a little bit. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the big C, finally. That'll be... Oh god, there it goes. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, it's opened up a little bit. It's more like vanilla and the red starburst, you know, like artificial strawberry. I mean, you can't, no, it's not actually artificial strawberry, but you know, it still weirdly kind of seems artificial strawberry, even though they're not allowed to use artificial flavours and colours anymore. That. I miss strawberry ice cream. You know, like just soft scoop strawberry ice cream. Where did that go? You can still get Neapolitan, which has it in it, but you just can't get like... And I don't want the one with like dehydrated strawberries in it and like syrups and stuff. I just want the pink block. It annoys me, you can't get it anymore. A bit of apple and raspberry in there. Yeah, plenty of vanilla. It's fruity, simple and sweet. A little bit jammy. Here for it. That helped. That helped. Okay. There's vanilla, poached pears, a little bit of chocolate, and like a little bit of like a bitter raspberry kind of a flavour to it as well. It's sweet and fruity. A little bit spicy. It's very approachable, which is another way of saying simple. I won't lie, there's not a huge amount happening for me. I'm not finding much to talk about, which is problematic and disappointing at the same time, because, I mean, you know, it's always difficult for these whiskies to live up to the furore, not the furore, but, you know, the hype once it is there. I think this is one of those ones that could never really live, because it's young English whiskey at the end of the day, you know? It's lovely for what it's doing, but how much is kind of hyped up, it can't ever live up to that. I think it does a very good job for, you know, it probably came onto the scene and we're like, oh fucking hell, English whiskey, it's young, Jesus, there's going to be a car crash, and then you tried it and it's like, oh, that's perfectly nice, you know, nothing too remarkable, but perfectly nice. And I think that's maybe coloured some people's perception. I don't know, maybe people just get a better experience from it than I do. Again, there's going to be people who are like, oh, well, you're having like a neck pour out of a miniature. I'm not minted, alright? I'm not minted. Leave me alone. It's perfectly lovely. If you want a jam, roly-poly and custard whiskey, you basically got it here. That'd kind of like be my tasting note to take away from with that one. It's quite desserty, it's quite fruity, it's a little bit sweet, a little bit rich, a little custardy. It's nice, it is lovely. It's just a little simple. It's not a bad thing, because obviously this is kind of like, you know, it needs to be their approachable entry-level whiskey, and, you know, that's what you're going for. You could definitely do a lot worse. Definitely do a lot worse. What will I give it? Well, you'll have to check the link to my scorecard and find out, because I'll have done that. I'm expecting a good overall result from that one, to be fair, because it's doing a lot of things right, you know. Yeah, I've no complaints. No complaints. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly good. What do you think about Cotswolds, the distillery, or the place, or I don't know, scones or scones? You can have that argument downstairs if you want. Please do. It's not what's the metric? Not retention. Fighting. That's the one. We get a metric score for fighting on YouTube. Yeah. The more decapitations, we get like a little green tick. And like extra monetization. It's great. YouTube loves its blood sports, I tell you. A thumb this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy a man with a at best tenuous grip on reality talking about booze. And do join me next time where I'll be drinking something else.